Got a quick three-piece for you guys today. Last time I did make a video, we went 2-1 on our three picks, so had a winning day. Yesterday, didn't get a chance to upload, but back today for a quick three-piece, so let's get right into it. I don't know if we should be concerned about Florida. They are now at the bottom of their division. Did not see that coming. I didn't see it, but I still, again, I think that whole division is actually pretty good. If we go down through that division, Lightning, Red Wings, Sabres, Canadians, Bruins, Maple Leafs, and Senators. I don't know about that one, but Panthers are under them right now. Panthers is at the bottom, the absolute bottom. So they got a lot of teams to leap. I think they're gonna leap. I think they have a lot of work to do to get to that wild card spot, but I think they're at least going to be within reach of the wild card spot by the time it's all said and done. There's still a lot of games left, but again, if I've been saying it for maybe like a week or two. They got to win now. They had to start stacking some wins back to back. Boston is one of those teams that they do have to leap. They failed to leap the Buffalo Sabres. I just don't think they failed to leap Boston. I think they get the win here at home. They got to have a bounce back win. This is one of my favorite. This is actually a good spot for me that I like. I like the Panthers. I like that they've dropped a couple games back to back. So I can bet a little bit, just a little bit extra, a little bit more, kind of double down, especially from my loss against Buffalo. And I think they can get the win against Boston. Boston themselves are also coming off of a loss, so it's not looking too good for either side. One team is gonna snap out of coming out off of a loss, and I think it's gonna be the Panthers. So we'll have the Panthers here for -135 for our first pick of the day. So on to our next pick. We are gonna roll with the Detroit Red Wings, guys. We're gonna roll with the Detroit Red Wings. I just think this is a legitimate 50-50 game. Both teams are right there near the top of their divisions. Detroit, I think, is in a much tougher division than Utah. But still, Utah's good in their own right. They've played a lot of good teams lately. They do have managed to keep things close. Detroit's managed to beat really good teams as well, including the Avalanche. So we definitely got to put some respect on Detroit. And in a game that I think is just more legitimately 50-50, Detroit's already gotten a win in the elevation, so the elevation factor, I can't even include it too much. But with the game being more 50-50, I'm just going to have to roll getting a good price on the underdog here. Detroit is on a little bit of a road trip, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay here. And I do think they can get the win. So, again, I just think that this is more of a 50-50 game, guys. This is more of a coin flippy type game, if you ask me. And I think Detroit has a very good shot of winning, especially they've already been in that area. They've already been staying in there. So yeah, they do have to travel, but it hasn't been too bad since they've already been out and about over there. And Utah, they're coming off of facing a gauntlet of teams. Then they got a win against the Canucks. So Utah playing good in their own right. And so two teams that are playing very good in their own right. I think it's going to be a legitimate 50-50 game. So we'll see if Detroit has dead legs or not, especially being on the road. But I think they'll be okay. And I would rather take my shot on Detroit +220 than Utah for -140. So give me Detroit for +120. We'll see if they can pull it off. We're moving on to our final pick, guys. We're going to go with the Sharks +1.5. The reason I go +1.5, guys, is because I do think Colorado has a very good shot of winning this and winning this convincingly, but it's more so I'm hoping the Sharks could just keep it close. Avalanche is coming off of a terrible loss against Detroit. Even after they beat Detroit, I believe that was in Detroit as well. That was in Detroit. So they beat Detroit in Detroit 5-0 shutout. Then they come back to the elevation in Colorado, and then they get shut out 2-0. So, we could say that was maybe just a give and take, a back and forth. But the Avalanche, even then, they haven't been so great in their last 5 games. They're only 2-3 in their last 5 matches. And I know that's usually not bad, but it's just the Avalanche is, we got to hold them to this top tier standard. because they are one of the top teams out of the whole NHL. They are still in first place though. They stacked a lot of wins, so even some of these losses haven't affected them too badly. So they're still at the top of that division. I'm just hoping that in a game where they have to bounce back and win, maybe it might not be by such a big margin. So I'm hoping that the Sharks can just keep it close. And well, I can't say they usually do, but they can. There have been a lot of matches where they have caused an upset, kept it close. The Sharks are a scrappy team, so if they can come out here and keep it close, like they know how to, then we might just be in a good spot. So I'll take the Sharks plus 1.5 because at the moment I do think the Avalanche is a little bit overpriced, but I can understand why the pricing is the way that it is. So I'll take the Sharks plus 1.5. We have Detroit on the money line, and then we have the Florida Panthers on the money line. Those are my 3 picks for today officially. So let's get some money, guys. Had to keep it a little bit short today, but man, I wanted to give you guys something. So let's make some money and let's see what else you guys like on this card. This card is actually pretty difficult, honestly. After looking through it, it was a little bit difficult to get the 3 picks, but there's some other spots on the card that almost made my betting card, didn't quite. But let me know what you guys like for today on Wednesday.